Hi everyone, my name's Andy Hood and I'm here this morning at Inspire Football, our local outreach project for 6 to 14-year-old kids in the local area. I genuinely think that football community outreach is one of the easiest ways to reach out to your local areas of church. All you need really are a few volunteers, a football and a pitch to go to, and you don't need experienced football players. You know, I myself am not a natural footballer, rugby player by background, but I've got myself up to the level where I can coach kids. So you just need, so it really is one of the cheapest, easiest ways to get going in terms of reaching out in your local area. Honestly, to start with this project, it was very slow. So I think the first week we had some leaders and no kids. The second week we had some leaders and one kid. And it's gone from there. Honestly, 5-6 years ago, we were still at maybe 10, but it was 10 who were coming each week. And as I say, you know, 1 or 2 of those have become Christians, so we praise God for that. The other week we had 30, we're now at kind of 20 to 30 each week. So it really has been a slow work for us. So don't worry if you start something, it doesn't take off like that. That doesn't mean that it's not going to bear fruit in the long run. Stick with it. One story I'd love to share with you is that of a lad I'll call Tom. So he started coming on to football when he was 8 or 9, and each week we have a little gospel talk, a coach's corner in the middle, and so he was hearing that gospel week in, week out, and 3 years later he turned to me and said, I think what you've been telling me about Jesus is true, and I want to be baptised. So we baptised him a few years ago. I've met with him, read with him. He's now serving, plugged into our church at the age of 16, 17, and his mum's got baptised, and his little brother's just said that he wants to become a Christian too. So praise God for what he's been doing. One of the things we run is a summer holiday club which came out of the football club, and wonderfully back in last summer 2021 we had 75 kids involved in the holiday club. 50 of them came with their families to the celebration service at church on Sunday where they got a certificate and heard the gospel. And things like we do similar smaller things, so at the end of the autumn term, around our Christmas all-age family Christmas services, we have an end of term awards ceremony and a lunch that we invite all the families to, and we've seen lots of families come along. Lots of churches long to reach out to young people in the local area, to teenagers, but don't know where to get started with that. Honestly, I would say if you want a youth group, for people who aren't part of your church, you want young people to be coming and hearing the gospel, start with a football club for 7 to 10-year-olds and wait a few years. Because actually we've got a youth group now with 30, 40 kids involved. Most of them have come through football. They're footballers, they're mates, people who've met through the football holiday club, things like that. So that's been really fruitful in our area.